Kwani macho ya Junior ingine imeanza kuharibika? Macho ya Junior hiyo ingine. What is happening here? Eat. Ndio tusizubai na mimi. Chakula yako ukule. Just because you see me on here does not mean now you unazuba na mimi ukule. Me, I'm doing my business, you do your business. Your business is eating.
What I'm eating?
I caught you looking at me. You are not eating.
Look, I was looking at you and I'm eating.
So, how was your day?
Good.
What did you do today?
I went and tried to play with my friends, but they wasn't there. But only Liam. I teach Liam how to ride my bike.
No one was outside today?
Yeah.
No one was playing outside?
Yeah. Ethan and Rose. Ethan and Rose were at home. And then Rose told me that she can't come outside.
So who did you play with today?
Liam. But Liam left again.
So you were alone?
Yeah. And then I came back.
Yeah, they didn't want to play outside.
Also, I went to call Dylan.
From where?
There. Not far.
But you know you're not allowed to go to neighbors' houses.
Okay.
Here, have you ever seen any child in this area coming here?
No.
So also you are not allowed to go in any neighbor's house.
Okay. Okay. But
You only meet outside there, you play.
Okay.
That is how these people live. They live like that.
But I just knocked. I just knocked.
You're not allowed
Okay.
to go knocking to people's houses.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Next time you are supposed to just find them outside, playing outside. If they don't play outside, if you don't find anyone there, you come back home.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So going knocking to people's houses is not allowed.
Okay.
Going eating or wanting to eat anything in people's houses, not allowed. You're only going to play there. Eating, drinking, doing what even there? No. You understand? Good afternoon, good evening, guys. I'm back. I'm back to chat with you guys. I was at, where was I? I was at the, I just came back from work. Then I was at the parking lot. I listened to music a little bit at the parking lot. Let me do this thing a little bit like this because I don't like to feel like it's high. Then I came back. I came in the house. Naenda juu aje. Okay. There you go. Where's my glasses? In the car. So I came back home and I wanted to go a little bit on TikTok because I usually have these two lady friends of mine that we usually hang out with on TikTok, but they are not online. So I just decided to come here and hang out with you guys. Nowadays I don't be having anything, any topic that I want to talk about. Hi Ruby, hey, that is the reason why I've not been coming online. Nowadays I've not been having a lot of things to talk about, man. So I get out of topic. I feel like I have been talking. So sometimes I run out of topic. Plus, the only thing that I want to talk about nowadays is the happenings of the world, the things that are happening in the world right now, currently. Things to do with politics, things to do with religion, things to do with just a lot of things. But nowadays, I just feel like people are quite sensitive. So, and also, plus, according to what is happening here in Africa nowadays, a lot of things are very, you go to sleep with a very heavy heart. Auntie, unataka kukula? Oh yeah. Unakula? Nataka kitu nikufanyie. Maji moto. Ile na dawa. Lakini uniwekee maji ya kukunywa. Jana uliweka maji ya tap? So I've just been wanting to talk about air my heart here, what is happening in the world right now. But sometimes I feel like the things that I might talk about are, some people might feel offended because I want to sort of rant. Sometimes I feel like I want to rant. But then again, guys, my heart has been so heavy recently. And some of you might want to ask me, how have you been? I've been doing well, but I'm not gonna lie to you. My heart has been so heavy with the happenings, everything that is happening in the world. Not necessarily something that is happening personally in my life. In my life, things are okay. I don't have any issues. Somebody was telling me, a lady who usually watch my video, was actually telling me that they were so afraid for me because they actually was crossing fingers. They sort of knew that I was not going to make it in marriage. They knew that I was going to come online and just come with breaking news saying my marriage doesn't work, didn't work and whatnot. And guys, people, I don't take marriage lightly. I really don't. So if I had been single for quite a while, but if you see me married, you know I'm married to be married. I'm married to stay married. I'm not married to leave marriage. I'm not married to like sort of divorce. What's that even? I know that there are people who divorce is not something that you go into marriage thinking that is what is gonna happen. But then again, according to me, at the age that I am in, I'm in my 40s. Like, I waited all this time to get married, not to get married to be divorced. So, and also it also depends with who I met. Because the guy I met, he's not perfect, I'm not perfect. We are both imperfect people that came together to sort of find each other and make a family and get along with each other and try as much as possible to accommodate each other and become selfless with each other. So that is exactly what is happening here. It's in my marriage. So if you guys are thinking, some people are saying they know it's not gonna work. The guys, I'm going to be 3 years in marriage. So it's not that it's... Yes, I am live, Angela. Yes, I am live. So yeah, it's because it's easy to get along with the guy, with my husband. So with the guy I got married to, I am tough. I am very not easy to deal with because I am set in my ways and I am authentic. I am unapologetically speak my mind. Sometimes I can be harsh. Sometimes I can be blunt and abrupt. But it takes somebody who is very sort of mature, and somebody who is really, really in love. Somebody who is deeply in love with me to actually put up with my bullshit, because I have a lot of bullshit with me, so I know myself. So yes, and my husband takes all my bullshit, and finish quickly and then go. I don't want you to listen to my conversation. So that is the reason why I'm going to go 3 years, and I am not going to talk much about my relationship, my marriage or whatnot. I just feel like I want to talk about the things that have been weighing in my heart recently, totally. And I feel like if you are open to have a conversation, then let's have a conversation. I'm so sweaty. Oh, I feel like I want to go and bring my fan, but then if I bring that fan, also I don't have an extension here, so I find I might take this extension. Then who is going to go to my room to bring for me the fan? I don't want to. Killian want to be able to. No, I want to go up and bring something because I feel hot. Are you still going back to UAE to become an air hostess? I'm just coming to talk to you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys in a second. Stick with me, guys, please. Stick with me. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna rush.
Mommy, I saw Jesus going there.
Where?
There.
Where?
Here.
To do what?
To look there.
Where? Nani amesema mkuje kwa video yangu?
Look at me, princess.
Msikuje kwa video, sitaki mtu yote aonekane kwa video, mtoto aonekane kwa video yangu. Nani amesema ukuje kwa video yangu? Hebu ona venye Hebu ona venye unafanyia Killian wewe. Nani these kids are very weird, very funny. This one is Killian has it was, what am I doing? Killian was snitching on her, then she did like this. She did like these kids. So guys, let me read from you. Are you let me Are you still, someone asked, politics and religion are hot topics. And also, guys, I want to talk about, I am really in my feelings. So I want to really talk about politics right now. Just give me a second. Are you going back to UAE to become a flight? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back to UAE to become a flight attendant. I've already like sort of retired from that field. Why should I go back to live from suitcase to suitcase? No, I don't like that. I'd rather earn the peanuts that I'm earning here in Nairobi and stay in Nairobi. Like, that is just not, I'm not gonna go back to flying or work in the aviation industry. I don't want it. I just want to live my free life I don't like take off, landings. I don't like that. I want my quiet. Nitawafukuza. I want my body rhythm to be on the same, to be on earth. I want to be on earth. I'm done with the radiation. I'm done with everything when it comes to flying. I don't want that. I'm done with the aircraft food. I'm done with the toxicity of the passengers, of the crew, I am done with the aviation. I just want to live my free life. I'm very free nowadays. So I like that for me. So what was I saying, guys? I'm so much in my feelings, honestly. A lot more in my feelings, and I feel like maybe this conversation is going to go a bit, I don't know whether my let me check. I don't know. I feel like my battery is not properly charged, and gosh, I've even left. I don't know what is happening with me today. I've left my charger at work. So, where do I even start? Where do I start? You guys, let me tell you something. The things that are happening right now in the world makes you want to ask yourself, why does God allow humans to get away with the atrocities that they are doing towards each other? Finish food quickly. Why? Like, I am so much in my feelings regarding what is happening in the world right now. And one of the things that is happening is in the continent of Africa. A lot of rubbish things are happening right now. And with the era of TikTok, leave alone in YouTube, you can specifically just watch what you feel like you want to watch. But nowadays, because we are on TikTok, we see the trending things, we see news, we see what is happening. Like, it is not easy for you to, I don't know if somebody, I don't know in this era, if you have a phone, I don't know if you can just sit back and not know what is happening. I feel like there is a lot of things that we didn't know back then, even when we were growing up, simply because we didn't have internet connection, or we didn't have smartphones to log on to the internet to know exactly what is happening in the world. But right now, so I feel like, guys, you know me, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. Sasa kijiko nayo, sasa unanisumbua na video yangu. Sipendi kijiko ifanye hivyo. I am an empath. And being an empath, you carry a lot of load on your shoulders. Especially with the things that are happening in the world, you feel very upset. According to me personally, I feel upset. So first and foremost, we are not even gonna go to Kenyan politics for now. Kenyan politics, I feel like I've given up. I've given up because I know that no matter what I do, or no matter what I say, it is just going to remain the way it is. And Kenyan politics right now, it is in a very bad place. It's a very, very bad place. There had been, in some time back, there had been instances where people were being abducted and people were being killed, and a lot of things were happening based on just if you speak, you become a target, and they just track you down, and they sort of come to you and pick you up, and you just disappear like that, and then you end up missing totally. So especially during the times that people were very dissatisfied with the way things were being conducted in the country, there are some policies that were being enforced that were not favoring the citizens, and kile anaenda mweka cartoon muone na uweke volume chini, sawa?
Okay.
I want something to distract these kids. That's why I'm telling them to go and watch cartoon. because now they want to start making noise here. So there were some things that were happening that made the Gen Z to go to the streets and demand for their rights and demands for fairness in the dealings in the government, and when they talk or when they try to voice their opinions, they were met with bullets and abductions and disappearances and whatnot. So they were very dissatisfied with that. So they were basically going on streets to demand and to protest. And a lot of people ended up getting killed. That was when they were demanding, the finance bill. Rudisha volume. The finance bill was, guys, I get so annoyed. When I'm doing my video, I want total silence. Total silence. But I have kids in this house. So I get annoyed. So I tell them, do this, stop noise, go do this, stay sit there, be quiet like that. So don't get offended, guys. That's just how I am. I'm actually in my feelings, and my hormones are going up and down because I'm perimenopausal, so I'm a bit grumpy, so don't mind me. So people were just really upset, especially the young people. They wanted the change. They wanted something similar to what happened in Nepal to happen here in Kenya. So they are very vocal, especially online, on Twitter, really on the X portal. They are vocal on YouTube. They are vocal in so many ways. So and the government doesn't want that. So they were met with bullets, abductions, and all that. And basically what they were upset about was the fact that in the finance bill, they were raising taxes, and there had just been some ridiculous high taxation that was going to happen. And then they feel like, you are taxing us, but we are not seeing you guys doing any infrastructure. We are not seeing the hospitals, the doctors getting paid. We are not seeing the teachers getting paid. We are not seeing subsidies in schools. There are lack of learning materials. There are lack of perhaps food in the schools. The roads are horrible. The civil servants are not getting paid. The pensioners, their pays have been cut, and there's just a lot of things. So people and also there's a lot of things. The schools, the lecturers are not getting paid. Schools are closed, many more than usual. Like they are closed because there's basically no money to sustain schools. So people were just like in the streets saying, instead of where is your manifesto, what you promised that you are gonna do during your campaign, you're not doing it. You're just demanding for more, yet a lot of money is just, we don't see the money that you are there's a lot of things. Even in the budget, money have gone missing here and there. So people were just complaining basically. And they were met with bullets, they were met with guns, they were met with abduction and killings. And they went on the streets. And there was this also other guy that got killed in a police custody simply because he shared a certain article regarding corruption that is taking place. So he was captured, and they sort of just like unalived him in the police cell, and fabricated stories, even though there was CCTV, and and the story just didn't go anywhere. Nobody was arrested. So they went on the streets to demand for justice for the killings and all these things. And when they were demanding for justice, more of them ended up getting unalived. So you ask yourself, we talk about democracy and we also talk about that we are following constitutions, we are following the rule of law, but then people are wondering, how come you guys are not following? You guys are not following what you want us to follow. You guys are not following the rule of law. And you guys are doing whatever you feel you want to do. And yet you are, there is no justice, there is no transparency, there is no democracy, there is, like, your voice doesn't count in any way, form. Even in the ballots, even if you go out to vote, your vote don't count. Nothing counts. Like, you are merely just a taxpayer whom they just want you to be living and paying taxes for them to enrich themselves with those taxes. While if you say anything to be dissatisfied with the way things are being done, then you are pupiled. I mean, that is just what it is. So then, in Kenya, I just, like, there is a lot of, like, people talk about these things, and it's not so bad the way it is in Tanzania, but we still, like, even me, it's not like by talking about it, if my thingy go viral, it's not like, it depends. If I don't mention names, and if I just talk in general, then I have not mentioned anybody's name, so I don't have anything to worry. Nobody's gonna come for me in any way. But which of course, these videos are never go even viral, so it's okay, we can talk here. So sometimes it makes me feel like I wish that we were not I don't wish that we were still colonized, but then I just feel like this, like, we blame the colonization and everything that had happened in the past, yet the leaders or the people that we entrust the country with are behaving like animals, like they have fish market behavior. Like, these people just want to enrich themselves in billions or in trillions. Still, it's not enough. They stack money in the offshore accounts, and in this country we have a lot of natural resources that we don't even know. That is that, like, I feel like sometimes a country could be run like a business. I feel like we are so helpless, but I feel like there is a way. I feel like even if these colonizers were to kind of give us independence, when they give us independence, I don't know if they could have given us a different system for, I don't know, man, guys. Guys, it's people, we are very helpless here in Africa with the way things have been. Like, I'm so frustrated over everything that is happening. I don't know, I don't even have enough words to put it on this video, on how I feel, because my heart is so heavy. I feel my chest, I feel it here. I feel like, the way you feel when you've lost, like, I don't even know. So, in this our country, in this our Kenya, forget about democracy, forget about the right to vote, forget about constitution, forget about fairness in the judicial system, forget about all these things. They will rule however they want. And I also feel like the globalists, or people, the big boys that are governing this world, I believe that they have put a system, and I believe that we are still colonized, indirectly or directly, here in Africa, because I feel like our leaders are questionable to the big boys, the globalists or the big boys. They are questionable, and I feel like they are having some form of, they are in debt. The debt that they have taken, that the country is so much deep in debt, yet there's a lot of money in the country, but they don't even pay those debts. They take those debts to enrich themselves. They don't really take those debts to come and govern their country or make their country work for their people. They take money, they stack it in their offshore accounts, and they squander money. And the big boys, they are the big boys, like they are working with the big boss, and they are this corporation that if you are against us in this our looting, or if you are trying to sabotage our looting or the things that we want to do, we are getting rid of you. So this is what they have done. They have gotten rid of so many people. If you are trying to get into their way, they get rid of you very fast. And I believe it's happening in each and every part of Africa. It is happening in every part: East Africa, West Africa, South Africa, Central Africa, everywhere, every part of Africa. There is the only place that I sort of right now believe is actually on the right path is Burkina Faso. When this Ibrahim Traore took over the country and is now running the country like a corporation. And like sometimes I usually wish that a country was like, you see guys, if I show you guys how these children are glued on TV, you will be so surprised. These kids love TV. Look, see, one is there, another one is here. See, you see, these kids love TV like nothing else, nobody else's business. So I'm glad that TV has taken their attention so that I can do my video. So what was I saying? It goes deep. It goes nowadays. Now, at least nowadays, when at this age, I can reason, because I can see things, and I can do my research, and I can know exactly what is happening in the world, and I can be on the page with what is happening in the world. So I know that the African leaders, they are never elected, but they are selected. The big boys, the globalists, the people, the big boys, the globalists, worldwide globalists, determines who becomes president in which country. They want a president that they can control, that they can become a muppet, can help them steal as much as possible resources out of Africa. With, they want somebody who can help them take things here and there. And if you dare want to build or develop your country, or even say that you want to let your resources be beneficial and helpful to your country, to your own citizens, then they find a way to get rid of you. And they will get rid of you in one way or the other. They will use the people who is working closely with you. Do you know how many times these people, the big boys, the big boys have tried to take out this Ibrahim Traore? Do you know how much they have even paid his bodyguard or pilot? They pay people here and there. They try to pay people so that they can sort of like Judas. You know the way Judas, the story in the Bible where Judas was given a couple of coins to betray Jesus? Yes, they try to get these people. That is the same thing they did with Gaddafi. That is the same thing they did with Saddam Hussein. Is it Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi and who else?
Not Saddam Hussein, there is another one. Gaddafi and who else? There is another one. The Libyan president, and there's another person that they also get rid of. That is the reason why they got rid of brilliant African minds, people like Sankara, Thomas Sankara, and others. In the history, they have gotten rid of a lot of people. If you really like just try to if you try to challenge them, they get rid of you. And I feel like in this country or in this Africa, they kind of have used the Christianity religion. They have used the religion as well to enslave people. When you come to think about it, when the current Kenyan president wanted to get on power, wanted to govern this country, he came in as this religious person who was going in altars and praying and crying and lifting his hands and making drama in the churches and like worshipping and making all this drama, and just so that the church can rally behind him and elect him, forgetting that there is a currently there is an active case that was not even closed in the International Criminal Courts of Law, and there was this case against him that I'm really not going to talk about here. If you guys want to know the case that he was accused in The Hague, you can go and Google for yourself. Despite people seeing the track record of the kind of shoddy dealings here and there, people were still blinded enough to actually dare vote him in. Even though I know that he didn't garner enough votes to make him president, I know that he rigged himself in, and that is the norm in East Africa, in Central Africa, in everywhere in Africa. That is just what happened. These people rig themselves in. Even if you vote or don't vote them, they will still somehow become presidents. So that is not new. They use the Bible, and this is also something that is making me thinking. I'm rethinking about religion. I'm rethinking, guys. Listen, I know that there is a higher being. I know that there is you call him God, you call whatever you want to call him, a name that you want to give him. I believe that there is somebody who is responsible for the creator. I believe there is the creator of heaven and earth. I believe. I don't believe the world just came out of evolution and what is it called? The Big Bang Theory. Like the world just became science. It just sort of became to be. I don't believe it. I believe that there is a higher power. And I feel like the religion, part of it, I feel like the Bible and the Christianity and the religion, I believe, personally, this is just my opinion, I believe that when the colonial people came to govern us, to colonize us, I believe that they left us with the Christianity and they left us with the Bible that they had rewrote. They had rewrote this Bible and they had flipped I don't know about the original Bible, what are the people, the stories that they give us. I feel like they are all twisted. They are twisted, and the narrative and the pictures they painted for us to emulate or for us to, was done to do some mind games. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. I believe that there were some manipulations and mind games, and there were a lot of things that were removed and added to favor them, to make them continue doing the atrocities that they are doing in the world currently. And I don't believe that Jesus' name is Jesus. I don't believe that Jesus is, I don't believe this Jesus. Like, I know that there is, I don't believe these stories, guys. I'm not an atheist. I'm letting that part still open because I am still questioning a lot of things. But I still believe in the power of the Creator. And something else, I feel like these people, the globalists and the world people, they know this. They know about these manipulations and they know everything that they have done. And they feel like we are in the dark and they can use religion for their own benefit and to try and manipulate us and to try and put us in a certain box so that we cannot be able to think for ourselves or to think or even to dare question the things that are happening in the world right now. For example, I do not believe that the current Israel is the Israel that the Christians think it is. I don't believe it. Because even if we were to follow this Bible that these people want us to follow, according to the Bible, Jacob was named Israel at some point. And his descendants were the ones who were the Israelites, who are supposed to be. And Israel is not physical, it's not a land, it's not physical. I feel like, I believe Israel is just a people. And I don't believe that they are the people that are currently doing atrocities in the Palestine and I don't believe these people are the people of God. I really don't. This is where I start questioning a lot of things. I cannot believe that the people who revere God and who worship God and who pray to God and who, like, really, I don't believe these people will yank children, like, will destroy children and mothers and a whole nation. I believe it is greed. They are doing this for greed, and they are doing this to take away, to grab the land that belongs to the Palestinians. This is the reason why they want to gain from this particular area. They want to grab it, and I believe these people are very exactly. I'm coming to reading you from you guys. Let's mindstorm. Let's mindstorm here. These people, they indoctrinate us. And they want us to believe that there are people who are worthy of some things and others are not worthy. For example, what makes, okay, wait. I also believe that these people, the big boys and the globalists and the big corporations that are running the World Banks and the economy and everything in this world, I believe they are responsible. I believe that they usually have a certain meeting somewhere. There are people that they sit and mindstorm and decide what happens where is we destabilize which nations. We do this, like they geographically know where, like it's all based, they want power, money, greed. This is the reason why they are doing everything that they are doing currently on earth. Guys, listen to me well. I believe these people are very much capable of creating these terrorist groups, funding them and giving them money. Then I also believe that 9/11, you know, the terrorism that happened in 9/11 20-something years ago, I believe that it didn't happen by chance. I believe that it was orchestrated so that it can start unnecessary wars with the Middle East and the wars that are currently happening. And I do believe that these globalists, the people who are doing this, they are aware of what they are doing. And currently the things that they are doing, even like this Palestine war and the things that are happening right now in Sudan. Have you seen what is happening in Sudan, guys? Do you have you seen what these people are doing in Sudan? My goodness. You know the leader of the RSF? Okay, let me come back to a little bit. You know, when elections was conducted in this our country, Kenya, we have usually vice president and the president. So the vice president and the president had a fallout. And the vice president was not even democratically, he was not expelled following the rule of law. They just formed a group, they paid certain people in the government, in the ministers or the members of parliament to vote against him. And then he was expelled, simply because they had some disagreements here and there. And even the previous president also was not getting along with the current president based on the doings. Like so-and-so want to do this and so-and-so was saying, no, it's not, I don't want to do this is not the right way to do it. Like, I'm the boss, you do what I tell you, and the other one feels like you are not the boss of me to do what is against the law. This is what I told you, but if you don't want to work, you're trying to sabotage them, they will actually get rid of you or expel you. So when this current deputy president got expelled and now he's out, like he's now with the Kenyans, the citizens, like sort of, now he is talking and spilling all the beans. So one of the things that he was talking about was the RSF, this militia group who are currently massacring people in Sudan. So he was talking about, okay, then he was trying to tell us a lot of things. Guys, I'm not going to go into details. Go and also search about this one, please. I don't want to go into details. But then, before he told us about this, and then these RFS leaders came to Kenya. And it was on news, it was everywhere, it is in the archives. Go and search it for yourself. he was in the Kenyatta, in the KICC, and they were having some agreements or I don't know. You can see him, he's already visiting the president in his place, and the president was calling him my brother, and they were shaking hands, hugging and sitting and eating together and blah blah and blah blah and all this, all forth. When this happened, this deputy president said the reason why this guy was here, and it was something to do with smuggling pew-pews to go and do pew-pew in Sudan. And these pew-pews were being smuggled through where? Dubai, the Middle East. So this guy was telling people and was like, all this are all, everything is on TV, they're all on videos, and he's done a lot of interviews talking about these things. Then, a few months after that, these people are puping people in where? In Sudan. And you've seen what they are doing. These people, the Arabs, I don't know who they are. Like, guys, I have not read a lot of history regarding these people. But what I know is that the part that they had gone to attack and to expel people and to what is it called? Like every single soul in that place is allegedly very rich in minerals and oils and whatnot. So they want it for themselves. So they literally filmed themselves terrorizing, hanging, and murdering mothers and children. They were seen literally laughing and dancing. They dug holes. And put mothers and children and a whole village in this hole and sprayed them with bullets and buried them. Literally filming and posting these things on TikTok. Literally. They dug holes and told these men to enter those holes and then buried them alive. They were gathering these people and talking to them like they were friends, telling them, repeat this after me, say this after me. Then telling these people, okay, now you can go. Then they carry their little luggages. Now they are thinking, oh, they've forgiven us, now let's run away. Only for them to be pew-pewed while they are going.